Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Right on the money. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer,
snags it, and there's running room. The 10. Touchdown Ducks. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Rides to back and leaves it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change at all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team.
There he goes. Pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Michigan. Gets it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so...
Here's a little room there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Quick step and go. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude had...
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They're going to mark this one at the 15.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Buying some time as he moves left. Wide open downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Right down the middle.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll pull it down and run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Underwood. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's Underwood to throw. Fakes to grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen them. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Yeah, run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dante Moore. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking for room. It's Davison. Maybe some room here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Across the 20. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The give to the back. Got enough space, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Trying to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to make the tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Marshall. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just get...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Puts it out of the air, and the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing more. Got his man. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Past the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead's extended a little further. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with New Mexico taking on the number 18 team, the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Lobos able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw.
The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing...
Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Again, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. At the 45 on his way. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Now rolling to the left. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that. And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down. Now, I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
Sends it back in motion. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. DB's right up on the receivers. Moore. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. At midfield, he's got room. Could be an alley. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the route is on. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. The plus territory, they stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Pressure coming. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Bounces out, looking for that line. It's Marshall. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll line up to go for 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now on the move. He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Pocket breaking down. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
He'll try to do it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Ducks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. It's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. The field goal is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Brings it in down the left side. He's loose down the middle. Inside the into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Here's Underwood to throw. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Moore will throw. He's got his man, makes the grab, turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Now here's Moore. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
To the air. It's Underwood. Rushes on him. Pulls it in down the sideline. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Goes straight ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Here's Moore to throw. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing to the right. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood. He wants a big play here late. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Ducks. And they turn it into a defensive score. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Marshall. Runs through a tackle. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Looking left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. What a nice play. And even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wide out. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. 4th down, more. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Timeout, Michigan. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Underwood to throw. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. This was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss, and Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this game, and they got dominated in all 3 facets on the field. This isn't just a one-solution fix. There are a lot of question marks now. They're going to be revolving around this program, and a lot of doubters now from the outside. A lot of that energy is going to start seeping in.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.